Hello and welcome to this first impression of Fly Glowfly. This is a casual indie puzzle game coming out on the 1st of July this year, 2016. And I've just fired up this game and let's see where it leads us. So the first chapter is comprised by 15 levels? Yes, 15. So every chapter contains 15 levels. And there are more puzzles in the next updates. Right now there are 90 levels available. The install of the game is about 60 megabytes right now. We're 2 days before the release. And I think this is some kind of introduction. Click to continue. He got captured in this orb. So we need to place a block. Let's do so. Need to drag, need to keep it pressed. Ah, the glowfly is here and we need to go to the finish, alright. Drag the blocks and then tap the glowfly. The game is quite suitable for mobile devices, I would say. Level completed. Drag place block back to the panel to remove it. Alright, well we don't need that because we can just place these blocks without too much effort. There we go. Fly Glowfly. Level completed. Fly over all round buttons to unlock the finishing bulb. Oh, I think we can do something like this. There we are. And let's place it over here. Ooh. We can't turn this, unfortunately, so we need to fly all the way back all the time. Now we can just move it to the top, and there we go. Rather easy so far, but we're still getting introduced to the mechanics. Discover the new functions, or discover the functions of new buttons. Right. I wonder what they're going to do. When we fly over them, let's fill up the silhouettes first. There we are. Oh, they open a gate, don't they? Yeah. Oh, but we didn't get the star. I'll do it another time, I guess. Right. Keys will help you. Well, that's usually the case with keys, but sure. Let's fill these things up. It reflects off the locks, and then we get the key, and then this will open up, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Be careful there. So these knives will probably kill you. I wonder if it's a one-shot. Let's test it. Yes. You lose. Fortunately, we don't need to start all the way over, so that's alright. Now we can just block this off, I would say. We need to go right here, but how do we get this? That's a good question. I don't think we can we? There we are. This should work. Real question though is how do we get this thing? Level completed. What's this button? Oh, it goes back to the level select. Alright. And getting the stars in all the levels is probably some kind of achievement. Didn't check that out yet. Right, I'll make a cut here and go to some of the more advanced levels in a bit. I'll see you in a second. Ah, purple light. I wonder as well, maybe it's a portal. It looks like one, so it can port over here. Real question though. Well, if we get this key, it's not really clear what unlocks. No, I need to... hold on. We need... It reflects off the wall here, so we need to go down and back through this corridor. So let's prepare that. Oh, it doesn't change direction. That's all too well. One of the others. There we are. And let's quickly place that down. Now we need to prepare something in order to get to the finish. And this one on the same length as... Oh, there's a star over there. Didn't see that before. Well, we'll just finish. I don't know if the star has any other invisible cubes next to it. Ooh, some agility needed here. Some throwing knives. Alright, all set up again and ready to go. Now. There. And reflecting upwards. Let's go for the star. There we go. Nice. Well, that's interesting. If you place these blocks in the way of these throwing knives, they get wrecked. Unfortunately, you do get them back. So that's an interesting mechanic to keep in mind. Right, so we're at the start of chapter 2. And we're getting introduced to some new mechanics involving ice. And apparently you can push ice around. It's rather interesting. Let's see where it leads us. Is this some kind of tunnel? I don't know. I think it's an obstruction though. Let's test that immediately. Let's see. Yeah, you die if you touch them. Alright. There needs to be something else we can do here though. Ah, there was an ice block in another cube. There must be one over here as well, huh? No, apparently there isn't. Is there one over there? No, that's a solid one. And that one is solid as well. Alright. Right, so we need to activate the switch, that's one. And then we get sent back, we need to push that into this wall in order to get the star. So let's do that first. There we are. Now let's prepare the next segment. We can move down here to get the ice block. Let's put a refraction block up there so we can bounce back immediately. Let's send this down. There we go. Oh wait, I need to block it off, I think. Maybe that's the key here. There. And now we can go down. Oh, it smashes it. Wait, we do need to hit the ice block, and if we clear the wall over here, we can clear it to the other side and enter through the middle. So let's do that. Right now. There we are. And now we can move the other ice block into place. And then we can fly through this block over here, so it needs to clear to the other side. Yes. And now we only need to wait a bit, because we only have to move this triangle. There we are. That was a nice level. I'm quite enjoying the ice mechanic. Right, so that's it for this first impression of Fly Glowfly by Black Snowflake Games. I played the first 19 levels, I got stuck at level 20, trying to figure out how you get to this last block here, the finish, by clearing this block over here. Couldn't really get it done, but maybe I'll try at some other point in time. All in all, I really like how the aesthetics and other aspects of the game came together. One point of improvement probably is the music. Every chapter has one track of music that constantly loops, so that gets quite monotonous after a while. This is still a pre-release version of the game, however, so maybe that is still subject to change. For now, if you like puzzle games, and especially casual puzzle games, then this is the game for you. Thanks for watching this first impression. If you want to know my whole verdict on this game, check out my Turbo review. Link is currently on screen. And also make sure to check out the First Impressions playlist, which is currently linked on screen as well. This was Arwick for the first impression of Fly Glowfly. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.